Hello everybody, happy Sunday. I hope you're all okay. I'm just going to wait for a couple of minutes for at least one person to jump on, just so that I can check that my picture quality and the sound is all okay, because I've been having a few problems with my phone going live. So I'm doing this from my iPad and I don't want to go into this if it's then not of the right quality. So I'm just going to wait. Hopefully somebody will come on. Is there anybody there? Maybe it's the wrong time. Everybody's just sat down for their Sunday dinner. Sorry, I'm just looking on my phone to check that it's okay. It looks all right, so I'm going to get started. I haven't pre-announced when I was going to do this, so hopefully everybody will watch back and get some value from it. The last time that I did this live, it did take, I think, about 40 to 45 minutes. So it is quite long, but hopefully you will get some value from it. So people who were previously in our Elite Stars super region group with Cheryl Collins before we became our own region may have seen me talk about this before. So I apologise if it might seem repetitive for some people, but we've had quite a lot of new people join our team recently who have asked for the information that I'm about to share. Basically, I've tried to obtain the original training that I did in Elite Stars and transfer it over, but because of the size of the video I'm struggling to download it, so I just decided to re-record it. So I've come on today to talk about building your business using social media. So obviously the Body Shop's traditional business way to build business is through parties. That was how the business started, and that was you know, what we built our business model on. However, with the change of times, with the introduction of social media, it actually gives us a whole load of other possibilities and the ability to reach people that we wouldn't previously have had access to. So social media can be a really good tool to help you expand and grow your business, especially if you are somebody like myself. In the area in which I now live, I don't have a very big social network. I probably know about 3 or 4 people that actually live within my immediate area, because I'm not originally from where I now live. My network is 200 miles away from me in Derbyshire, and I now live in Kent. So social media is how I've always built my businesses, and it's been a really useful tool for me. I'm not claiming to be an expert, however, I have been using social media to build network marketing businesses for the past 3 years, and I have got some tips and advice for you which will hopefully help you along the way. So I have notes, so please bear with me if I'm looking away, because I just want to make sure that I've covered everything. So Facebook algorithms are constantly updating. It's an ever-evolving process, and you therefore have to keep adapting. So something that works this week might not work the same way the following week. So we just have to keep trying new things, trying different things, see what our audience is responding to, and do more of that until we see that it stops working, and then we try something else, okay? Facebook isn't designed for social sellers like us. Facebook is designed to be a socializing platform for making friends, not for selling products. They want us to pay for paid advertising to sell our products. So if they think that we're trying to sell something, they will actually pick up on that and they'll reduce the visibility of our posts, okay? So what we don't want to do is spam. We don't want to flood our news feeds with pictures of products and that kind of thing. We don't want to overpost. If you overpost, Facebook will pick up on it and go, this is an abnormal amount of posting. And again, they will suspect you of being some kind of social seller or network marketer of some description. And again, they'll reduce your visibility. Having said that, you need to post enough to stay in people's timelines, because what you don't want to happen is you don't want people to forget about you. Because if, for example, one of your friends has a couple of people that are selling Body Shop and you disappear from their timeline and the other person doesn't, they're more likely to go and buy from that other person. So you need to remain visible within the timeline. So posting consistently but not over posting. As a good rule of thumb, what I would advise is to do 2 posts a day on your profile and 2 posts a day on your business group, okay, or in your product group, in your customer group. Some people prefer to do less in their group, some people prefer to do more. Your group isn't as bad with the algorithm in terms of the amount that you post, because the people that are in your group have stayed in your group because they want to be in your group. So if they see more posts from you, it's not as harmful. However, if you're posting too much, you won't get any emphasis on any one particular thing, and you could find that people are not really responding to what it is that you're advertising. And that's not because what you've posted is rubbish, it's just because Facebook is showing it to fewer people because you're posting more frequently. So I hope that makes sense. So in an ideal world, 2 posts on your profile, 2 posts on your group. There are better times of day to post, okay? And this is just due to the times that people are naturally available. So usually around first thing in the morning, so around between 7 and 8 o'clock. This is when people are getting up, waking up, having breakfast, having a quick look on their Facebook, getting ready to go out to work. So between 7 in the morning and 8 a.m. in the morning, I usually plan to post around 7 a.m. so that I get the most out of that hour, okay, when more people are going to see it. And then again in the evening from about 6:30 to about 8 p.m. Obviously this is the period of time when people are getting home from work, they're sitting down to have dinner, all that kind of thing. So again, they're sat having a scroll through Facebook. There are also some hot spots in terms of days. So Wednesday and Thursday evenings and Sunday mornings. These tend to be the periods of time when people have more dead time. They have fewer plans, that kind of thing. When people come home from work on a Monday, it's the start of the week, people are busier and all of that type of thing. Just bear with me 1 second. My dog's like rummaging in my bin. It's such a little scavenger. Lost my train of thought now. Yeah, so people will be more active on Facebook at certain times of day. So you want to try and maximise that. Sunday mornings are really good because people are kind of having a lazy morning, tend to be less busy before they start the whole Sunday afternoon, Sunday dinner, going to football, all those kind of things. So try and have a think about when you're posting. Obviously, it's better to post something than nothing, even if that means it's the middle of the day. But if you can maximise who's going to see your posts, obviously you're going to gain the most from it. So try and think about the times of day that you're posting and who you're trying to appeal to. If you are trying to appeal to people who are stay-at-home mums, for example, they're more likely to be online during the day. So if you were posting in local for sale groups and networking groups, you may specifically want to target the middle of the day because you'll want people who are home during the day to see those posts. So just try and think logically about what you're doing. Also remember to follow the 80-20 rule, okay? You don't want to be posting all about business, because people will get bored of seeing it. People are friends with you on Facebook because they want to be friends with you. Okay, so you need to show your personality, you need to show yourself and your family and your interests away from the business. Okay, if you're constantly posting about business, people will ignore your posts, and eventually Facebook will stop showing them to people because it will see that people aren't interested because they're not responding. However, if you are posting about things that are personal to you, then you are more likely to get visibility on your business posts because people will interact with your non-business posts. I hope that all makes sense. So you want to post about 80% of your content should be non-business related, and then about 20% should be business related, products, recruiting, offers, that kind of thing. Now, the content that you're posting that is not business related doesn't necessarily all need to be very personal things to you. It could be things such as interaction posts and polls and things like that that are just designed to actually generate interaction on your profile. So try not to be all about business. I know it's very tempting to do that, however, it will actually damage you in the long run. The other thing that you need to remember is your Facebook profile actually now becomes your shop window. You are appealing to people that you either want to become a customer of yours or people who you want to join you in your business, okay, and become business partners with you. So when you are posting on your profile, you need to be very conscious of what you're posting, okay? You don't want to be posting anything that's going to be offending people, that's going to appear to be too extremist, or is going to upset people. You also don't want to be posting anything which is too negative, because that's not going to attract people to you. You want people to come to you who are positive and inspiring. So that is the image that you need to put out about yourself. If all you ever do is post on Facebook moaning about how crap things are for you and how bad your day's been and all that kind of thing, yes, it's good to be relatable and to share, or like, you know, you've had a bad day or whatever, but you need to find some way to put a positive spin on it to have a better outcome from it and that kind of thing. Because if people see that you're posting negative things all the time, they're not going to want to come and join your business. People join people, they don't actually join a company. It's very rare that people will think of a company and go, I want to go and join the Body Shop at Home. They will be attracted to the person that they see promoting the business. So just bear that in mind when you are sharing things on Facebook and with what you're posting, because you could share something and somebody sees that and goes, oh my God, you know, I really don't want to work with this person, like she's just really negative all the time, and that's not what you want. So a couple of things that you can do to help generate interest without selling, okay? If you create polls are a great way to get interaction. People have this compulsion to click, okay? Sometimes you could post something and you could ask a question within your post and nobody will respond to it, because it requires effort and it requires for them to create a response, okay, by typing something out. What you want to do is to make it as easy for people as possible. By creating a poll, people just love to click. I don't know what it is. People love to click on a poll. They like to have their opinion heard without having to put loads of effort into it. So if you create a poll, you're making it really easy for people because you've already provided a response. You've already provided an answer, and they have to just click on the one which is most applicable to them. Once you've created your poll and people start to respond, it gives you then an opportunity to interact with that person. So you can then message them and say, thank you so much for taking part in my poll. I see you voted for X, whatever your poll might be about. And then it gives you an opportunity to talk to them about an offer that you may have, a piece of information that may be of interest to them, something along those lines, okay? You are not then cold messaging that person because they have interacted with your poll and they've given you license to communicate further with them. Now, when you create a poll, it will appear differently depending upon where you do it. On your profile, you can only have 2 responses, okay? However, to those responses, you can attach a picture or a GIF, okay, which can draw more attention to your post because it will stand out. Within your group, you can have as many responses to a poll as you want. So this is really good for example, if you wanted to ask people what their favourite smell is, because you can list all of our scents: strawberry, coconut, banana, mango, satsuma, moringa, almond milk and honey, as many as you want. However, on your group, you can only put text. So I would highly recommend that you put some emojis at the end of your responses just to draw some attention to it and make it stand out. When you create your polls, make sure that you always have positive responses. Don't give people the opportunity to get neggy or give you a no in response, okay? If you created a poll, for example, something like who would be interested in earning a second income from home, you don't want to put your responses as yes and no, because of that compulsion to click. People who are not interested at all will click the no just because they want to click, and all it does is annoys you because you think, why the hell bother responding if you're just going to say no? So always find 2 positive responses. So I would put something along the lines of, yes, I'd love a second income, or yes, I'd like to find out more but I'm not sure how it works, or something along those lines, okay? So that both responses give you an opportunity to communicate with that person. The last thing that you want is to give somebody an opportunity to give a negative response and potentially elaborate on that point and tell you it's a scam or it's a pyramid scheme, or, you know, these companies don't work and things like that, because there are people out there that will then, if you've given them opportunity to say something, will go out of their way to come comment on your post, and it will just annoy you. So always find a way to give 2 positive responses to a post. If I was doing a poll on my profile asking people about if they liked coconut fragrance, for example, I wouldn't say, do you like coconut, yes or no? I would say, what's your favourite fragrance, coconut or strawberry? Because then everybody that responds, you've got an opportunity to contact. Original content. So Facebook wants us to create original content. Facebook is basically a platform built by everybody else, okay? Facebook doesn't build Facebook. Facebook is built by its users. Facebook's users contribute all of the content to their site, okay? So they always want us to have original content wherever possible, and you will get higher visibility on original content than you will on shared content, okay? So if you share a link from another page or a like page or something like that, you will find you get nothing. You will get no likes on it. Very, very rarely you'll get no shares or comments, because Facebook doesn't want you to share other people's stuff. It wants you to give your own. Also, if you copy and paste something, Facebook knows that you've done that. So if you copy and paste that exact same text from somebody else's post, Facebook recognizes that signature and it knows that you've copied and pasted. So again, it will give you less visibility. Now, we all see amazing posts, we all see amazing content that's been created by other people, and it is fine to utilize that as long as you have that person's permission. However, what you must do is you must change it a little bit by changing some of the wording around, adding extra emojis in, making it sound more like you've written it, because otherwise Facebook will pick up on it as spam, it will pick up on it as copy and pasted, and it will reduce your visibility on it. So it was pointless you doing it anyway. So wherever possible, try and create original content, and Facebook will reward you. Facebook also really likes story posts. So rather than just writing one or 2 lines, if you can write, a big load of information that is original, Facebook will see that and it'll go, oh, this is more like a mini blog kind of post, and it will again reward you for doing that. Sorry, I might have to kick the dogs out in a second because they've woken up. Going live on Facebook, okay? Facebook loves us to go live. Facebook is actually competing with other video apps, things like TikTok and Boomerang and these kinds of things, Snapchat. Facebook wants to be the #1 video app. Can you see his ear? Hey, Ziggy. Sorry, it's not very professional, is it? Yes, Facebook wants us to go live, and I know that live is very, very daunting. However, again, you will be rewarded by Facebook for going live. Facebook will increase your visibility as a whole if you go live on Facebook. When you go live, Facebook actively helps you to get viewers and helps you to get seen by more people. So they will send notifications out to all of your friends to say Kizzy Fawley is live, and it will tell them what the title of your live is to try and encourage people to come and watch. So you don't get that functionality with any of your other posts. Even when you're posting your group, Facebook doesn't always notify all of your group members. However, when you go live, it does notify. So going live can gain you some massive visibility points from Facebook. What I am going to do is I will do another video specifically about going live, because I think personally it has been the #1 driver to help me build my business, and there are some things that you can do to make it easier and to be prepared and feel more confident about doing it. But I know it is absolutely petrifying. I only feel confident about it now because I've been doing it for 3 years when Facebook Live first became a thing. But I still get nervous, I still get a dry mouth, I still get sweaty, I still get, you know, anxious before I come on and do it, and I have to kind of hype myself up. But going live will give you some massive rewards if you can do it. And as I say, I will do a separate video specifically about going live to help with that. The biggest thing that I'm going to tell you about today is about building relationships, okay? And this is the biggest chunk of what this video will be about. Facebook wants us to build relationships. It wants us to get to know each other. It's called the social network for a reason, because it wants us to be social and it wants us to have relationships with other users. It doesn't just want us to be somebody who's throwing stuff out there and not giving things back, you know. So if we put a post up and people comment and we don't respond to those comments, Facebook looks at it and goes, well, why did you bother putting the post up in the first place? Like, you're not interacting with the people that have responded. So the relationship is critical. Somebody once said to me, it's not network marketing, it's relationship marketing, because people will buy into you before they ever buy into your business or your product. People need to know that they can trust you, that you're a real person, and that you're not going to rip them off, okay? The better your relationship with that person, the more likely they are to buy from you or join your business, okay? And that's simple fact. If it's very, very rare that somebody will come and buy from you if they don't have this existing relationship with you. You need to build that relationship of trust and for somebody to want to buy from you. It's nothing to do with the Body Shop a lot of the time, or whatever company it might be that you're working with. It's to do with you as a person. People buy from people first, okay? They buy people first, product second. So your relationship with somebody is absolutely crucial. And from a Facebook point of view, it's even more crucial, because again, Facebook rewards relationships, and it rewards in terms of giving more visibility if you have a relationship with somebody. So what you might notice is, since you've been working with the Body Shop and you've been added to things like team chats and support chats with your manager and things like that, and you've joined groups of other consultants and that sort of thing, you will now all of a sudden have your newsfeed flooded with posts from these people. And the reason for that is because Facebook sees a relationship. If you are in a chat with somebody on Messenger, Facebook sees that, and it sees that you contribute to that chat and other people contribute to the chat. So it puts you together and it says these people are interested in each other, and therefore it shows you all more of each other's content. That's the way that Facebook works. So what you need to do is you need to build the relationships with the people that you want to become customers and business partners, okay? I have used a method over sort of maybe the past year or so that is proven to work, okay? This method will show you results. It does take time and it does take an investment. However, you will see the rewards from it, okay? So what you need to do is decide if you want more customers and more business partners, because if you do, you need to shift your focus. And if that means shifting your focus from scrolling through Facebook, creating nice fancy posts to make your group look pretty, and working on relationships, you need to spend more time working on the relationship, okay? Because there's no point in you creating a whole load of content that looks beautiful for your group and for your Facebook profile if nobody's seeing it, okay? The only people that are seeing it are reps, are other consultants, okay? So I shared a post in this group earlier, which was a screenshot of a lady whom I became connected with a few months back now. She is actually somebody who runs a real life networking group. I know that that's a weird concept in this day and age, but she has a group called Ladies That Latte, and she hosts like a coffee morning first Thursday of every month, and it's quite local to me. She saw me share something on a local for sale page, so she reached out to me, she messaged me, and she added me into her group. She invited me to come and join her event. I completely forgot about it. For whatever reason, she sent me a message and I hadn't seen it, so I never saw her reply to my message. And then when I went on my laptop this morning, I found all my unread messages. And I got back to her and we've had a little chat again this morning, and I'm going to go to her event this coming week. After having that chat with her on Messenger this morning, when I came back onto my newsfeed on Facebook, she was there. So her post from about an hour before was now at the top of my newsfeed, okay? And the reason for that is because Facebook has seen that we've had a conversation on Messenger. There's a two-way chat going on in Messenger, and so it goes, oh, Kizzy's now interested in this person. They have a relationship. So it's put her up to the top of my newsfeed, and it works the same the other way, obviously. So because we've now chatted, I will have also gone back into her newsfeed because Facebook sees that we're interested in each other, okay? So the way that you interact with people is crucial. If you want people to see you, you need to be having that two-way interaction with people. Now, the method that I've used previously is this. If you go onto YouTube, you need to search to find a video, how to download your Facebook friends list. Okay, excuse me. It's really simple. It takes a few minutes to do it. Basically, you click a few buttons in your settings and then you will get an email from Facebook with a link to a file, okay? And that file will have a list of all of your friends on Facebook. This is really, really helpful because there will be hundreds of people on your Facebook that you've forgotten that you're friends with and are not interacting with. You're not seeing any posts from these people, okay? Facebook can't show you posts from all of your friends, so it picks and chooses who it wants to show you for a various number of reasons. So what we want to do is we want to get Facebook to start showing us more of our friends and showing our friends more of us, okay? So once you get this list of your Facebook friends, you need to create a routine of interacting with these people. Okay, now depending upon the number of friends that you have and how much time that you have available, you need to make the decision about what you can commit to in terms of doing this work. Okay, the steps that I recommend that you follow are: you start at A and you work your way through to Z. You do not discriminate anybody, okay, because the purpose here is to build a relationship. The purpose is not at this point to sell or to find a business partner. The purpose is to build a relationship purely and to become friends with that person. So you don't need to worry about if this person might be interested in your business or your products or not at this point. You just want to become visible to that person and for them to become visible to you. So go from A to Z. Pick a number of how many people you're going to work through each day. When I first did this, I did it based upon how many friends I had. And at the point, I had a ridiculous number of friends, and it's about 3,500. So I said, I want to try and target speaking to 100 people every day. So that meant that I would get through my friends list within a month. However, messaging 100 people a day is a lot, okay? So be realistic about it, what you've got time to do, and you know, even if it's 5 people or 10 people a day, that's absolutely fine. Doing something is better than doing nothing, okay? So set yourself a target of how many people you want to do a day. My dog's going to try and sit on me again. Set yourself a target of how many people you want to speak to a day and go literally from A to Z. And you can either print this list of names off or put it into Excel so that you can sort it, or however you want to do it. Some people like to have a physical thing that they can tick and take it with them anywhere they go. Some people like to work on a spreadsheet. It's down to personal preference. But as you go through the people, what you want to do is, first point of call, go to their profile and have a look at their profile. Is this person even active? If they haven't posted on their Facebook profile for the past 6 months, why are you even friends with them? They're not active on Facebook. They are dead weight on your profile. The more friends that you have hanging onto your profile that are not active, the more weight you've got there. Facebook doesn't know what to do with all these people, so you need to clear out people that are of no use to you. If they're not active on Facebook, it's pointless you being friends with them. So have a look if they're active. If they're not active, just unfriend them. Also have a look at what they're sharing on Facebook. Are they somebody that you actually even want to be friends with? Are they somebody that you have any common interest with whatsoever? You know, some people, if you're friends with a guy, for example, somebody from school who you haven't spoken to for 15 years, and all he ever posts about is football, the chances of you being able to build a relationship with this person are quite slim. You know, there's no point, again, having this person as a friend if you're not going to interact with them. So again, remove them. If they're posting things that you don't want to see, negative stuff, things about, you know, I've had a spate lately of people sharing things like videos of animal abuse and pictures of hunting, you know, dead animals that have been hunted, that kind of thing. I don't want to see that, so I would just remove those people from my friends list. Anything that you don't want to see, get rid of them, remove them from your friends list, because it's pointless having them there if you're not going to interact with them. If they look like somebody who you think, yeah, oh yeah, this person looks like a nice, sane, normal person, their profile is a real profile, because that's the other thing, we get added by like fake profiles and duplicate profiles. So if somebody is running 2 businesses, for example, they might have different profile for each business, or this might be a profile that somebody set up for their business like 6 months ago but is no longer using it. So again, just unfriend them. It's pointless having them. However, if you think this person is somebody that you do want to interact with and you want to try and build a relationship with, then give them a bit of genuine love, okay? So have a look at their profile picture. If they've got a cute profile picture, give them a little love heart on their profile picture, okay? Love hearts get a better response from the algorithm than just a like, okay? Facebook wants us to utilize functionality that it gives us, okay? So Facebook didn't give us the functionality to do love hearts and laughing faces and angry faces because it doesn't want us to use them. It wants us to use them. So if you love over like, then that's better for your algorithm with that person, okay? So give them a little love heart on their profile picture. Have a look at a couple of their most recent posts, okay? Don't go stalking like from 4 weeks ago and comment on something. Comment on something within sort of like the past 24 to 48 hours maximum. Give them some genuine comment, you know, or a few loves on a few of their posts, okay? Because that starts the interaction chain. Then you want to message this person, okay? Do not be afraid of messaging this person. This person is your friend on Facebook, okay? If they don't respond to your message, then that's fine. The next time you come round your friends list and you see that they haven't responded to you, you can make the decision to unfriend them or keep them or try again. Do you know what I mean? But the message portion of this and having a two-way conversation will massively increase your visibility to each other. So what are you going to message them? Just message them and say, hi Bob. Bob's my best friend. Bob's my example for everything. Hi Bob, we've been friends on Facebook for a while and we've never had a chat. How's your weekend going? Okay? It doesn't need to be anything more than that. You don't even need to say we've been friends for a while. You could just say, how's things going? Are you having a good weekend? It also works really well, like obviously around times when, if it's Christmas or it's a bank holiday or, you know, something like that, because you can say, oh, how was your Christmas? Or how was blah, 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 whatever. If there's something that's really relevant to you on their profile, for example, you saw that they've just recently been on holiday to Turkey, to the same place you went last year, you could message them about that and say, oh, I saw you went there, we went there, it's amazing, isn't it? I hope you had a lovely time, and try and get into some sort of conversation. At this point, all you are trying to do is to get into a two-way conversation, okay? So if you are into football and their profile is all about football and you support the same team, you can message them about that. It's really relevant what you message them about, as long as you can try and strike up a bit of a two-way conversation. If you see that it's their birthday today, you can private message them and say, oh, happy birthday, have you got any nice plans? Or you see it's their birthday next week, you could say, oh, have you got any nice plans for your birthday? I see it's your birthday coming up. Have you got anything planned? All you want to do is just to get into a conversation, because once that two-way conversation starts, you will start seeing each other in the newsfeed as well, okay? And that's what you want. You want people to be seeing what you're posting in the newsfeed, because even though you might think this person would never be interested in our products or our business, you never know. The most unlikely consultants come out of random conversations that you have with them, because at some point, once you've built up a relationship with this person, there may become an opportunity for you to talk about the business naturally without having to ram it down their throat. You might say, oh, what are you up to today? And they'll say, oh, I'm just on my way out to work. And you go, oh, right, Brill, what do you do for work? And all of that kind of thing. 9 times out of 10, if you ask that question, they are going to ask the question of you. So you can say, oh, well, I work part-time doing this, but actually what I'm really interested in doing is building my part-time business, because this is my longer term goal and I want to be doing this from home. And they'll be like, oh, that's really interesting. And then they might ask you more about it. This person might not, you might not have thought this person would ever be interested in your business, but by building this relationship, they will now have confidence to ask you about it and to maybe get a bit more detail, and then be inspired to maybe pursue it a little bit further. So working on that relationship will change things for you massively. And even if that person, this specific person might not ever join your business, and they might not ever buy anything from you, but what they will do is they will recommend, and they could say, oh, my sister, she's got the kids and she's on maternity leave at the minute, she doesn't want to go back to work, maybe she might be interested in this opportunity. Or I get quite a lot now where people will tag me in their friends' posts. So people might say, oh, I'm looking for a new mascara or something, or I'm looking for a new moisturiser. And that person that I've built a relationship has never bought anything from me, but they'll tag me in their friend's post because they'll go, oh, Kizzy works for Body Shop, maybe she can help me with this. And then that's a lead for me to potentially go and talk to them. So these people could become your biggest supporters and referrers without ever being involved in the business, just because they like you and they want to support you and help you. Okay, so don't always be looking for the immediate reward, because it won't come immediately. It might take months, it might even take a year down the line for that to come. However, it will build over time if you are consistent with the working on the relationship. Was there anything else? Okay, so yeah, the final point was, this is very time consuming. It does take up a lot of your time, because a lot of it is chit-chatting with people. You're just chit-chatting with people, and as I say, sometimes the reward isn't immediate. However, it could become worth a lot over time. Okay, so I'm going to have to go now because Dan has just pulled up on the drive and the dogs are going to go crazy in a minute when he comes to the door. I hope that you found this useful. If you are struggling with any part of this and you need a little bit of extra help, then please comment below or feel free to drop me a message and I will try and help you as much as I can. And as I say, I will do another live about going live, because I think that after building this relationship through Messenger is the second biggest, most important thing in terms of building your audience and your business through Facebook. All right, guys, thank you very much. I hope you all have an amazing Sunday and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.